Okay guys, now we'll be doing some of the genetics problems. Remember the genetics problem, we have discussed it earlier. So and we'll be talking about some problems. We have already discussed about many problems of genetics, but now we'll be talking about the problem about epistasis. Okay, so it's about epistasis. Now we have discussed the different types of epistasis: recessive epistasis, dominant, double dominant epistasis, duplicate dominant epistasis, and also dominant recessive epistasis. So four types of epistasis we have already talked about. Now here we'll be talking about the different examples and problems with it. So let's first talk about the recessive epistasis problem. So the problem, I am not writing the problem like the previous times. The problem is, in mice, black coat color is dominant over the gray coat color. So black coat color is caps B. This is dominant over gray coat color, which is small b. Okay, and C is destroying the black hair color is dominant. Now here this C is hair color, hair black, cap C, dominant over white hair color, which is small c. Okay, okay, and this is here, so let me change the color. Okay, now here it says that this C is the recessive epistatic gene. Now what do we mean by recessive epistatic gene? Recessive epistatic gene means the epistatic genes which is recessive. That means this is epistatic over another set of genes. So there is some hypostatic gene which is regulated by this epistatic gene. But this epistatic gene in turn is regulated by another dominant gene. Now here the dominant gene is this C. So this is more dominant than. So this will dominate over this small c. But this small c is the epistatic one. Now this small c bring about albino condition. Okay, so this is the problem, and we need to derive the phenotypic ratio in the F2 generation. So what is the phenotypic ratio in F2, right? So what is going to be the answer? So black, gray, and this is the possibility. So the cross is again between like this, like that. Okay, now here, so one thing is to be cleared about the problem, as this is epistatic problem and this small c is the recessive epistatic gene. So it means if we are having two small c's, we'll be getting albino. If we are getting this and this, the thing will be changed. There will be no albino. So if we are getting two small c, will be getting albino, because it was already told in the question. Now another important thing, as this black is a coat color, caps B, it is dominant. Hair color, black hair color is cap C, which is also dominant over this epistatic gene. That means if black B and black C both are present, then it will bring back black coat color as well as black hair color, right? So in case of, remember, in case of any kind of epistasis, we have told you that there are certain genes which are regulating other expression of other genes. So here the expression of these B genes are regulated by C, the small c. Now this small c is in turn regulated by cap C. That is the fact. So when we are having both caps B and cap C, that means that particular rat, or whatever example is given, mice, it is having the black coat color. Now onto the black coat color, it is having black hairs also. So as a result, it will bring the typical phenotype, which is called agouti. It is called agouti phenotype. Agouti means black coat color with black hair. So full black, it's agouti. And also if two small c's are there, albino will be result. Okay, so these two things you need to keep in mind when you find we are going to find the phenotypic ratios. Now again the cross is between this. So again, you know, the strategy of solving the problems with the probability rule. So again we'll take up these two first. So both are heterozygous. So what is going to be the ratio? The ratio of caps B, it is 1, caps B small b 2, small b 1. So these are the ratio. This is the genotypic ratio, always happens like that. So it is the genotypic ratio. Caps B small b, both are giving us the black. So these are black. Black is 3, and this small b means this is gray. So gray is 1. So the ratio will be black is to gray equals to 3 is to 1. We get it from here. Similarly, if we go for C and cap C small c, so again cap C small c and small c. So again the ratio is 1 is to 2 is to 1, because monohybrid cross, both of them are heterozygous type. Then these two, cap C and cap C small c, is giving us what they are giving us. Cap C is giving us black, cap C small c is giving us also black. So it's a black here. So again black here is to small c is giving us albino, right? It is also giving us 3:1 ratio. Now if we do the probability problem solving approach, then what we can write? Black is to black gray, and in the second round black albino is to gray albino. Now here one thing is very important. Black albino means we are having both small c's, and here is the coat color black. But remember, this small c is an epistatic gene, and whenever we get two small c's, we'll have the phenotype albino. So no matter whatever coat color it is, because the small c is epistatic genes, it is regulating the expression of this black colored gene. So whenever two small c's are present, the black color expression will be suppressed due to the activity of small c. So in this particular find, albino black and albino gray. So albino black, whenever we are doing this, if there is an albino, the phenotype will always going to be the albino. Okay, so again so it's 9 black and black gray is 3, and again it's 3 and it's 1. So this is going to be the ratio. But the important part here, so what is going to be the phenotypic expression? Black means we are giving agouti. So this is agouti. Black gray, this is black, this is 3. So this one we get it. Now black albino and gray albino, wherever the genotype for albino, that means two small c's are present, as these two small c's are epistatic genes, they are going to suppress the action of any kind of black coat color gene or gray coat color gene. So whenever we have two small c's, in case of this both the cases, because black hair coat color with albino here, gray coat color with albino here, but there are always two small c's are present in albino. That means in all the cases, all of the offsprings are going to be only albino. Here this is the only trick in this method, in this problem, because rest of the things are similar like the previous problems. Now you need to find this thing, you need to find, that's why I've written it for earlier, that this is the main important part. If two small c's are there, it will convert it into the albino, because the small c is dominant, the small c is epistatic over this black or gray hypostatic genes. But in turn the small c is recessive epistatic, because there is a cap c which is dominating over the small c. That is called the recessive epistasis content. Okay, so now what will be the ratio? So ratio will be agouti, which is black is to only black is to albino, and the ratio will be 9 is to black is only 3, and also albino is 3 plus 1 4. So the ratio will be 9 is to 3 is to 4. So this is going to be the ratio in case of this epistasis problem. I hope this will help you to understand what is a recessive epistasis. Recessive epistatic gene means it is controlling the expression of other genes. Here the small c is regulating the expression of caps B gene or the black hair color gene, But this is called recessive epistasis, means there is a dominant gene of the same epistatic gene. Now the dominant of small c is cap C, which is dominant over that. That is the simple thing, and then that's the simple aspects of this epistasis. Okay, that's it. And I hope it will help you to understand. Thank you.